Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Dave again with the Mandel JCC, and I'm here to talk to you about PI, periodic intermittent exercise. Now I like to think of this analogy as something you could take little bites of, right? I'm going to take little bites of my pie every day, and my pie is exercises that I do throughout my workday. And I used to use this as a way of practicing different things, different exercises, martial arts training. This worked for me really well, and I hope it'll work for you. So today what I'm going to do is talk about a specific kind of pie, a specific slice of the pie, and that is cardiovascular. That is anything you do that makes your heart rate elevate, gets your blood flowing, and gets you moving in a more general way, okay? Not like a push-up, not like squats like I did the first day. This is about movement. Okay, so I'm going to give you some examples. And remember, we're imagining that maybe you're in your work day. So you could be in your office, you could be in another place where you work, you might be wearing clothing that could make some of these moves a little inappropriate. Maybe they might not work so well if you're wearing something restrictive or you've got certain kinds of shoes on, but I hope you get the idea. Okay, so here's the first thing we're going to do. This is simple. Imagine you've been sitting in your desk and now it's time to get up and have your slice of pie. We're having cardio pie. So we're gonna march, and all I'm doing is just lifting my legs up kind of high in front of me like this. I'm not going really fast, but I'm just picking them up high. Now you should be able to do this almost no matter what you're wearing. Maybe if you're at your office and you've got your chair there, you could be holding on to it for a little bit of balance. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this move and I'm just gonna make it a little more circular. So I'm moving my hips in a circle, right? Moving them around. Now my hands are just up and out of the way. Like I said, I could be holding onto a chair for balance. So one side or the other, right? And then I'm just gonna keep moving. There's no stopping. I'm gonna go back to lifting my knees up in front and watch what I do with my arm. I bring it across my body like this. So one thing you'll notice as you do movements like this is that your body temperature is gonna start going up, right? I find myself breathing. I can feel my heart starting to beat faster, but I'm also getting warmer. Now, if you're at work, you might not wanna break into a full sweat. So that can be one of the barriers to the time that you spend exercising. The minute you feel like, sweat's starting to come, maybe that's the time you take a break, catch your breath, cool down a little bit, but then you can repeat. So what if I take this to little side steps, right? Now imagine I'm in a small space. I don't have a lot of room. I add a little bit of a dip, right? But the key to cardio pie is that you do continuous movement and feel that you're breathing faster, that your heart's beating, and that you're feeling that temperature go up. Right, now I can change this. I can do this with leg lifts to the back. The other thing about the cardio pie is that I'm using the biggest muscles in my body. I'm using my legs. So I do a little back lift like this. And again, you're alone in your office. Nobody's here to see you doing these moves. And here I am holding my chair maybe, or hands on the desk, right? I'm just trying to lift and squeeze my glutes and the hamstring muscles, and keep my body moving. And then maybe I could take this into some kind of a walking exercise, crossing and crossing, and then crossing and crossing. But what I want you to notice, whatever I'm doing, I haven't stopped moving yet, okay? Just keep going. Now I'm trying to mix up the movements, so find things that are interesting. Now I've got my legs moving, doing this little crossing step. I could be reaching with my arms. There's a lot of coordination happening here, right? Maybe I could go back to the march again, right? And then, oh boy, I've been doing that for a few minutes. I can feel I'm getting a little warmer, so I cool down for a few seconds. And then what I do is I keep doing these little sets. So maybe I do this for 5 minutes. That's my slice of pie. I go back to work, or whatever it is I'm doing. And then maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes later, whatever sort of feels right for you, I grab another slice. I hope that helps you get some thoughts about how to blend pie into your day. I'll see you next week for another slice.